I grew up in the woods. I grew up in the country. So when I could go to the city, I always enjoyed it because I'm an extrovert, and I always figured I was a displaced urbanite. I really was meant for the cities,
right,
you know,
to explore.
To live vertically.
Yeah.
I don't believe that anymore. The older I get, nope, I'm not. I belong in the country. I'd like to go into the cities. I always liked going to Pittsburgh. But I go to these big cities now, and I'm like, damn.
They suck.
It's terrible.
Yep.
I mean, everything about them is terrible. And everybody's on the street cracked out, people on whatever they're on, and walking around like zombies. I mean, it's just insane. And then people just drive past them, walk past them.
It's sad to see.
Just normal deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, San Francisco's the worst of the worst.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to go out to San Francisco. We used to go out to Napa. We had friends with vineyards out there because we got it like that. And but we'd stay a day in, San Francisco, and then we'd come back, stay another day in San Francisco when we were done in Napa. And it was a beautiful city. Beautiful city. Not anymore.
Nope.
Not anymore. It's trashed out. You can't blame the Russians for that one. You blame the Democrats.
Yeah.
It's completely trashed out. And so when I see a video like this one, this thing went viral. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel any sympathy for this woman because she got what she asked for. Play clip number 3.
I'm literally shaking right now. I was just getting groceries, and I live in San Francisco, and I never really feel fully safe. If you live in San Francisco, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And I just got groceries. I'm walking out of the store, and this guy is walking past me and says, "Move, you stupid." He spits in my face. Spits all over my face. And then I say, "Excuse me, did you just spit in my face?" And he says, "Move or I'll rape you." There's also people everywhere, and everyone's just walking by because they're like, I can't handle something else in San Francisco. It's always something else. I don't even know why I'm posting this. If you live in San Francisco, do you feel this way all the time? I don't feel safe, ever. I literally never feel safe. It's better when it's daylight. But nighttime, no, not leaving my house.
Yeah.
Well, you voted for dark blue.
I was going to say, did she even vote?
Well, it's a good chance. She just stayed apathetic and stayed away from the whole deal.
And I don't want to hear it.
And just abstained. Nope. Either way, you either abstained or you voted wrong. And that's what you've asked for.
Elections have consequences.
Yeah. Ideas have consequences. I go on further. It's like, and San Francisco has become a real bad idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, forget the needles, forget the fecal matter in the street, the slums, the homelessness.
If only Elon had erected his giant X logo light out of needles in San Francisco.
Exactly. They would have
left it up and made it a monument.
Exactly. They would have come to it like a moth to a flame.
A modern art masterpiece.
Yes. But I tell you, this girl, she issued another thing back because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you didn't tell us what color he was or whatever."
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. She came back and she did a follow-up video after that one saying he was a well-dressed white man. And it's like, okay, honey, listen.
Chad, you've never been robbed by a well-dressed white man in a suit?
I'm like, either way.
Have you seen the stock market?
I'm like, he's headed to the financial district. He shit in my face and said he was going to.
I always rob in my finest 3-piece suits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My favorite phrase of that whole deal is when she goes, "Did you spit in my face?"
I know. It's like $10. You didn't even actually say that.
No. Like
Let
some
alone
guy
like
comes by and
that.
spits in your face and get out of my way or I'll rape you. Did you just spit in my face? Yeah, I don't see that conversation going down that way. But anyway.
Building on that, talking about the cities, I would like to mention that the last time I went out west, it was 2016. World was a lot different. I was a little younger, so the memory cortex doesn't remember some of those memories. But I'm doing a majority of the driving, and I'm used to Florida and my environment. But just driving, first of all, anybody who says we have an overpopulation problem can go jump in a lake somewhere. Because there is so much nothing.
Tons of it.
There is tons of just nothing out there. I mean, just the panhandle of Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, but the actual genuinely nice, hardworking people as well. Now, you do hear it all the time. Fine, there are those nice, hardworking people out there, but to see it with your own eyes in a state that you're not from, I want to mention it because I think it's important. It was called the Southern Bean. The Southern Bean Coffee Shop in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Right.
It was 10 o'clock at night, and I still have to drive to Dallas here. We made it that night. Thank you very much. Well,
wow.
That next morning, rather. 9 a.m. yesterday. And I'm in this coffee shop next to a small gas station in what I think is the middle of nowhere because it's nighttime. You can't see anything. And here's a family of 5, 3 little kids behind the counter with mom. They're all cleaning up, and dad's there hanging out. And I bought a cup of coffee, and you talk to him for a couple minutes. Where are you from? What are you doing? Just small talk. Nice, normal people.
Yeah.
That's America.
What is normal, Mike?
Yeah, I know.
You can hear people saying that right now. Try that in a small town. Yeah. Look, I said it for years. You get online, you think the whole world's trying to kill each other.
Exactly.
You see the crisis, you see everybody's at each other's throats. It doesn't happen in a restaurant, it doesn't happen in small town America.
Exactly.
It doesn't happen it doesn't happen in most places. But you're right. I was flying somewhere recently, and I was over some of the flyover areas of America and just looking down, and I go, we don't have an overpopulation problem.
No.
Now, we've got other issues. All these people, we pack them into a little 2 mile.
And just like to rats, they go crazy.
Yeah, they go nuts with each other.
Yeah.
And then they drive each other crazy. That's what's going to happen when you pile a bunch of people together. So it's no wonder we're dealing with so much insanity. And then guys like you and me just sit back and say, well, the world's gone crazy.
Right.
Well, the world hadn't gone crazy. It's just that pile of humanity that just driving each other insane.